sitting very comfortable, but mentally preparing to go back into the mines. What the? Why? Why is the text for? Why is the text so long for this one?
Uh, for those who don't know, Nick doesn't have 7TV, so he's very confused about the emote names. No, but this one is cute. This one is cute. Look at it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's so cute.
We love the cat sitting very comfortable. Like in my Discord server, we have like 20 of those.
It's yeah. It's really adorable.
Like, look, in the Discord server, we have like...
Would you clear this podcast of your neurodivergence, for God's sake? Would you clean up?
Look, in the Discord server...
so much wait time beforehand.
In the Discord server,
stop
we
showing
have...
me emotes. Clean up the layout. I'll look at the emotes. Clean out the layout. God
Fine. We're keeping the Doro, though.
Literally, you have to go... Literally have to go clean your room. I'm on out, so I get Nick vision today. I hate it. I hate you too, killer. Go fuck yourself. Anyway,
we're keeping the Doro because it looks like a funny sticker over there. We're keeping the Doro.
The Doro? Oh yeah.
Man, I'm so fucking bummed.
Okay, please, pray tell me why you're bummed. As we start this podcast, we're gonna go from down vibes to good vibes.
Because I ordered like for the retro computer, I keep ordering games for it, right, to play on it. And I ordered like a copy of Diablo 2, right? Okay. And it arrives here, and it is like the Battle Chest edition, so it is like beautiful. It comes in like a little like nice box. It has like multiple manuals. It has a strategy guide. It has like a product catalog. It is like a great box. But it's missing a fucking disc.
Didn't you buy it with the disc?
It's missing a disc.
Okay, no, hold on. You bought it, and they said they would ship the disc, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then what the fuck? What? Yeah, what?
No, yeah. So I mean, I was bummed, but I'm not as bummed anymore because I got a refund and I don't have to send it back. So I basically get it for free.
Okay, yeah. That is true. I've had situations where I get like steel books and just because they've been out of date, and then if they're like on sale, I'm like, you know what, I'll get it because a nice cover is actually, I get the collecting thing.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just like make do. I'm going to like find an ISO file of the disc, right? That is missing.
And then burn it onto a disc.
Or just use it. Just like mount it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I'm going to use the because I don't have to like send it back, so we can like still do the unboxing and shit. And I can still do like the joke stream because this thing comes with a like 240 page strategy guide. It comes with like 240 pages. So there you guys, I'm going to make a joke stream. I'm going to do a joke stream. ASMR, I read you the Diablo 2 strategy guide. So we can still do that because I still have the strategy guide. I'm sure you guys are going to love it because I am a very good reader. I'm sure you guys are going to love the ASMR, I read you the Diablo 2 strategy guide. Right? You guys are going to adore it. Did he go get his chicken nuggets? I know he had like chicken nuggets on an air fryer, so I'm wondering if he's like going to get them. No, but like this strategy guide is hefty.
Sorry, my dogs were barking. They are very angry, but now they're back inside.
It is like a full book. So yeah, because like it has like a 240 page strategy guide. So I'm going to do a joke stream.
Nice.
I'm going to do a joke stream. Like ASMR, I read you the Diablo 2 strategy guide.
Okay, fair.
So we can still do that. So I'm just going to like make do without like the disc that is missing. And I'm going to use the refund money to buy another game.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah, I'm going to buy
I'm still
Warcraft.
surprised that they would ship it without the game. Like they didn't check before shipping. Like I've sold games before. That's kind of number one is like just check the copy of the game and if it's like good and working and put it back in the packaging.
I mean, maybe they forgot because like it is like 5 discs, so it is kind of hard. Like it's easy to like lose track of one.
I it's only okay, so it's only missing one of the 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm going to buy I'm going to buy Warcraft 3.
Okay.
So yeah, that is the bummer news of the day.
Okay.
So how was your week?
You first. You do your week first.
Okay, so a lot of studying this
Because
week.
you're already on the roll for like
Yeah.
the bummer thing. So yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of studying this week because I got lazy and I decided to like they like gave me they like gave me homework for my vacation, but I didn't want to do it on vacation because it was my vacation, so I didn't do it.
Oh, reading week? Well, okay.
So I had to catch up on all the homework this week. I did manage to do it. I did manage to like complete everything in time.
More like procrastinating candy.
Yeah. Listen, it's my I'm not going to do work during my vacation.
You could be ahead. You could be ahead. I'm kidding.
So I had to like.
I don't think I've known anyone who's ever really done their homework in spring break or like reading week. It's just like the universities or colleges like, all right, now we're gonna give you an allotted amount of free time. Now make sure this time away from school you do nothing but school. I'm like, yeah, that'd be good for my mental health, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna walk into the traffic because of this.
Yeah, so I only streamed 2 times this week, I think, because I was very busy with that. But we made some progress in Yakuza 0. We did do some progress in Yakuza 0.
Let's go. What chapter?
Tachibana just died.
You have to stop using the event names and actually give me.
I don't remember the numbers of the chapter.
They literally come out bold with the title at the start of the chapter.
I know, but I don't remember.
It couldn't be less like in your face about it. Or rather more in your face about it. Okay, let me see. Cause it is like I want to say like later game.
Yeah, it is late game.
It's like you might be somewhere around like chapter 15, I think.
14.
No, chapter 14. You're at chapter 14. So yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, considering the game is 17 chapters, you're getting closer. Is there anything else?
I forgot how fucking gruesome that scene is.
Well, yeah, he gets a sledgehammer to the temple.
Yeah, but he's like, you can make that like cartoony and like not like super like.
No,
but it is like very like.
Oh no, I've read some manga where, funny enough, it's kind of gang violence, but like it escalated. It used to be kind of like delinquent, but then it kind of went hardcore gang war stuff, and then it became like brutalistic gore that is kind of disgusting, and you just can't look away because it's like shock value, but it's not good. And when it comes to that type of gore, like, I'd take the Yakuza version because, like, sure, Tachibana gets hit in the temple with it, but it's not like his skull caves in or anything because he needs the beauty and the dignity during his final scene with Makoto, right?
Yeah.
In some manga, you just see him be like, you just see his head become a skittle bowl if you saw that shit. So,
yeah. I mean, I have seen what happens in real life when that happens. It's not, neither of those things happen.
Yeah, I don't go that far. Yeah, so like, yeah, Tachibana is up there in terms of like one of the best things about Yakuza 0 in terms of an emotional core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened, and I also realized that like for some reason like I have like the new version of Yakuza Kiwami 2 on my Steam library. I don't know why they only gave that one away.
You have what?
The new
Kiwami 2?
The new version of Kiwami 2, yeah, because there's like a new version of Kiwami 2.
Oh yeah, the HDs, because yeah, they did it when like the director's cut came out and they're like, oh, let's make it all 60 FPS or whatever.
But I only have like Kiwami 2, like
Clean.
neither 0 nor Kiwami 1, despite the
Okay.
fact that I also own those games. I don't know why they only give that one away.
Kiwami 1 is sadly a game that does not age well, not because of anything offensive. It's just like it's a very loyal remake to 1 in some areas. It tries elevating in others, but then you kind of realize that 1 is not that great.
But I don't know, because like there is like new versions of 0, like there is the director's cut, and there is also like new versions of Kiwami 1 and 2, right?
I've been they don't add new content into the Kiwami.
Yeah, but like for some reason they only gave me like the Kiwami 2 for free.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Like Kiwami, like they didn't give me Kiwami 1. I don't know why.
I'm surprised they didn't. Well, you know what? They used to have like I think they used to have like a small upgrade fee for the director's cut. But the funny thing is, you would pay the director's cut fee, you would get the upgrade, but you couldn't naturally move your save over. So I had to like it's, and you know what the funny thing is, you can just use a mod and it'll convert it. It's just like 2 lines of code. I don't know why they didn't just implement that. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah. I mean, it's good because like the thing about like the original Kiwami 1, the original Kiwami 2, I mean, is that it is like an old version of the Dragon engine. So it has like very
second oldest game.
It has a very like graphically it is like a little bit rough because some of the technology isn't there yet. Mainly with the anti-aliasing. Because they didn't have like any like advanced anti-aliasing yet, so they mainly just like blur the screen a little bit with the anti-aliasing they have. But now we have like
it also has like a heavy green filter in some scenes too.
Yeah, but now we have like proper like modern anti-aliasing, so I can use like DLSS and shit. And it looks a lot cleaner. Especially the game is like because like DLSS is like DLSS is meant to like upscale the image, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like DLSS.
Keep going. I'm just gonna mute for a bit.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
The thing about DLSS is that like it is meant to like upscale the image, but you can also use it like as anti-aliasing without like actually like running the game at a lower resolution. And Kiwami 2 is like light enough on like the hardware demands that I can do it on my PC. So it looks very clean because it is only like applying like the nice anti-aliasing filter without like any like lower resolution assets. So it looks really, really nice. It looks really clean. What else did I do in my week? We also like I finally got my copy of Morrowind, so we started Morrowind. It was very, very nice. It's a very clunky game, but I love it. I fucking adore that.
Which
game.
one?
Morrowind. Because I finally got my copy, so. And I show you guys, right?
Yeah,
like,
I remember you showed it in like
that it is fat.
Discord, yeah.
It is fat. I don't know why it is so fat.
It's hey, 2 of your favorite things, Morrowind and thickness.
Yeah. It is very fat. So I've been playing that. Fortunately, I actually know how to play Morrowind, so I'm like actually hitting the enemies.
Okay.
I'm playing vanilla. I am playing with 2 mods. With 2 mods, and like all they do is like make the graphics a little bit better.
I thought you said like if you did I thought. Oh, cause I forget if like you I don't know which friend it was. It's like cause you might be in the opposite spectrum. I have a friend who like will replay Morrowind just with different mods.
No, but like I wanted it as close as like the original experience as possible. So I'm only having like 2 mods. I have a mod that like increases the draw distances, because by default Morrowind has like a very like short to draw distance, right? Let me see if I can find like Morrowind kind of looks like Silent Hill, like vanilla Morrowind kind of looks like Silent Hill. Because it has a like a very, very short draw distance. I'm going to show you. What the fuck is an AV file? What? Why does Chrome insist on like saving like all of the images in like weird fucking formats that nobody wants?
Yeah, Chrome sucks.
What the fuck do you mean it already exists? I fucking hate that. Downloads. Sort by date modified? Yeah. So as you can see, Vanilla Morrowind kind of looks like Silent Hill. Because like the short distances are like really low. So I have a mod that like increases the draw distances. And I have another mod that like makes harvesting ingredients a little bit less clunky, right? Because in like Skyrim, right? You go to a plant and you click on the plant and the plant goes to your inventory, right? In Morrowind, they didn't have that technology yet. They didn't have the plant technology yet. So the plants behave like containers, right?
Okay.
So you go to a plant, to an ingredient, and you click on it, and it opens a menu. And on the menu, you have to pick up the plant and put it in your inventory and close the menu again. Like looting a box. It's like looting a box or something like that. So I
mean, I get why, but like, I still don't like it.
Probably, I mean, again, probably they legitimately didn't have the technology. So I installed a mod that like makes that like a little bit like more seamless. But those are the only two mods I have installed. Those are the only two mods I have installed. Everything else is like vanilla. So we're dealing with the clunk, we're dealing with the glitches. I don't even have like the patch for purists installed. The patch for purists, which is like a bunch of bug fixes that don't change anything. I don't have that installed. Those are legitimately the only two mods I have installed. So we have run into a couple of glitches. The game is crashing every now and then, because of course it is. But yeah, like, because like, do you know how like combat in Morrowind works? Are you aware of the uniqueness?
What?
Are you aware of the uniqueness of Morrowind combat?
Not really.
So what happens in Morrowind is that like, it is not physics based, because like in Oblivion and in Skyrim, there is like a physics object attached to your weapon, right? And when it makes contact with the collider of the enemy, it applies damage, right? Simple. In Morrowind, it's not like that. In Morrowind, it's like an old school RPG. It's like based on like dice rolls. So when your weapon makes contact with the enemy, Morrowind makes a bunch of like math, and then it rolls a dice to determine if your combat if your hit even actually like landed. So there's a lot of missing that you cannot do anything about. There's a lot of like the attacks just not hitting anything.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the equation that Morrowind uses for that.
Alright. I just finished my food and
Yum,
water.
yum.
I was very hungry.
So yeah, as you can see, I found the equation. The Morrowind is like, this is what you have to deal with when you're playing Morrowind. This is what you have to keep in mind in the back of your head when you're like making your character.
Okay. Yo! Why are you hugging your face? Cease that.
This is what you have to like keep in mind when you're making your character.
Oh, jeez.
So fortunately, I know how to play the game, so I was able to like make a character that has like good enough stats to actually hit the enemies. Because that's the thing about Morrowind. That's the thing about Morrowind. If you build your character wrong, you may end up in a situation where you cannot hit the enemies. Like straight up, all of your attacks miss.
Well, yeah, you were talking about like the last game you were playing about just like the potential for soft locking like that. So yeah.
So the game is not very hard when you know what you're doing. I also got like, because the thing about Morrowind is that like, it is like filled with like intentional exploits, which are not like glitches or anything like that. They are like straight up like exploits that the developers intentionally put in. So for example, there is this concept called the tooltip value, right? Which is like when you when you look at an item in your inventory, you see like the value, right? In gold.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like in most shops, you don't actually like sell the item for that amount, because it depends on the disposition, in how much the shopkeeper likes you, and how much your mercantile skill is, and then you can haggle. But by default, everything you buy is like a higher value than the tooltip value, and everything you sell is like a lower value than the tooltip value, right?
Yeah.
Except that it's like out of the way, there is a house you never have any reason to visit, which there is like a little goblin called Creeper, and he has like a lot of money, so you can sell him like very expensive stuff, and he also buys everything at tooltip value. You don't have to haggle with him. He just like give you full price for everything.
Okay.
So whenever you have something expensive to sell, you can just go to Creeper. Just go to Creeper. Just go to Creeper and he will buy your shit. And there's another character that like you can do like her escort mission, or you can just kill her, right? And I decided to just kill her because it was faster. You
cruel, unfeeling bitch.
And she is wearing something called like the boots of blinding speed. They're a fun item because basically what they mean is that like they have like 200. They increase your speed by 200 points, and in Morrowind your speed determines how fast you move, right? So it makes like navigating, because like there's no fast travel in Morrowind, so you kind of like need to be fast.
You gotta go fast.
Because there is no fast traveling, so you are walking everywhere you want to go. Like there's no fixing that. I mean, there is fast traveling, but it's complicated. So basically, like those boots increase your speed by 200 points, which is like normally more than the level cap. So they make you really, really fast. But they also apply 100 points of blind on you. And the thing about blind is that it like literally makes you screen black.
Oh jeez.
Like you literally.
That's pretty funny.
You literally go blind.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Funny enough, like yeah, first-person perspective too. That's like terrifying.
And that is the reason they are called like the boots of blinding speed, because they literally blind you. But the thing is like, you can make a spell that like, because the thing is like, when you equip an item that has like negative effects, the negative effects only apply the second you equip the item. They don't like apply over time. They don't like keep applying over time. They only apply the second you equip the item. So what you can do to equip the boots of blinding speed is you can go to like, you can join the mages guild. You can go to the spellcaster and make a very cheap spell that applies 100% resistance to magic for 1 second. For only 1 second, because it only applies 1 second. It is cheap to make. And you can cast the spell and immediately open the inventory. And because time doesn't move in the inventory, you keep the 100% resistance to magic, and then you can equip the boots. And you just get like the speed bonus without the blindness. So now you're super fast.
Oh.
For free.
You thought you could ruin this game there?
What?
There's no cost here.
And that's the kind of game Morrowind is. Like in Morrowind, you can just like, if you have like high enough magicka, you can make a levitation spell and just like levitate, and it makes like it makes you harder to hit. So you can literally use like harass the enemy from like the sky. And that's why I like Morrowind. There is like so much like silly stuff that you can do.
Well, it's major D&D energy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like, because like the thing about like the Elder Scrolls is like it was originally like based on like a D&D campaign they had on the Office,
which is completely believable, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, like Morrowind is like the last time the Elder Scrolls was like really D&D like, and I think it's like the better one overall. And like, you know how like in modern games you have like fast travel, right? In modern games you can like click on the map and like teleport to like places. Morrowind doesn't have that. In Morrowind you have to like in Morrowind you have to like take the taxi. Like literally you have to like take the bus. Because like outside of like a few cities there is like the thing called like the Seal Strider, which is like a giant insect.
So is it? Oh, okay.
And you can like walk up to like the Seal Strider and like pay the handler to take you to another city that has like
You couldn't just break it all the time.
yeah, like that is the thing. I guess like it would be funny to like watch someone who like legitimately has never played the game try to figure it out, because it is very like obscure if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, okay.
It did take me like 1,000 hours when I first played, like the first time I played the game, because I didn't know what I was doing.
I mean, like when you're a kid, like your playtime goes significantly higher because you just do trial and error.
So yeah, you have to like take the boss, and like only some cities have like an station for like the shield strider. So you have to like figure out what like the city closest to where you need to go is, and then like take the boss to like that city, and then like walk the rest of the way, like a real person has to do. You have to like legitimately just like take the fucking boss, and you cannot go to like every city from every city. There is like a network, so you have to like know what the routes are. You have to like, okay, I need to go to this city, and then from this city I can go to this city, right? So you have to like kind of like know the routes, kind of like know the map of like the shield striders. This is what it looks like, the routes that you can take. This is like the actual literal boss network of Morrowind.
Better than most metro systems.
And that is how you get places. You take the boss like a filthy fucking peasant.
Get ready.
There's also like a couple of spells called like Divine Intervention and Al-Sabini Intervention, which what they do is they like there is like 2 religions in Morrowind, and each of those spells teleports you to like the closest temple. And this is what that looks like.
Jesus.
So like in every part of the map, like it takes you to like a different temple, and this is how you like know where you need to go, where you're going.
Yeah, this is about right. This looks like from the minds of people who would min-max this shit. Yeah, okay.
And to be fair, I am not min-maxing Morrowind. Like I am not power leveling. I am not like using like the super like broken like alchemy exploits or anything like that. Because the thing about Morrowind is that like how strong your potions are scales with how good your alchemy skill is. But there is no cap to that. So what you can do is that you can like, and again, like time doesn't move in like menus, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is make a potion that like increases your like alchemy skill for a second, drink it, open the alchemy menu again, and the next time you make a potion that increases your alchemy skill for a second, it is stronger. Because your alchemy skill is higher. So you can just keep doing until you have like 1,000 alchemy skill. You can just keep doing that until you have like 1,000 alchemy skill, and then you can make like potion that like fortifies all your attributes. That basically makes you invincible. I'm not doing that. I am because I know how to do it, but I know how to do it, but I am intentionally not doing it.
Okay.
Because it's more fun than way. And you can also do like the Creeper Shuffle, which is basically like you can like buy stuff from Creeper at like lower than normal price, and then sell that stuff back to him again at like the normal price. And you can like do that like, and in like 15 minutes you have like 3 billion gold.
Oh damn.
And I'm not doing that because
Fair. My rule of thumb is just like if it's an exploitable bug, like all bets are off. If it's a single player game, go nuts. Do your playthrough how you want.
yeah, like I don't care about that. I just like think it would be more fun for me to do it this way.
That's valid. That's valid.
I love Creeper. Like Creeper is like, you know, like one of the best characters in the game. Because he's like a little goblin. He's not like a person, right? He's like a little goblin.
Little goblin.
And when you talk to him, he opens like. When you talk to him, he goes like, "I'm creeping. I'm creeping." Look at him. He's just a little guy.
Ugh.
What do you mean? Ugh?
You describe this cute little goblin-like creature. Look at his godforsaken Nosferatu face. What the hell?
He's a little guy.
He does not look little from the photo.
No, but he's very short. He's like 3 foot.
Okay. Because like from the perspective, it's like the entire photo's like height is his height. So he, perspective-wise, he just looks normal height. And gross. If he was a little goblin, then I could see it maybe. Still hate his face.
And he's very like he has like great dialogue. Like when you talk to him, when you talk to him, he's like he just like sometimes goes like I'm creeping.
That is adorable.
And sometimes he says like I don't want to work. I just want to like bang on my bongos.
No.
I look what he says like.
Don't want to work, just want to bang on my drum. What's a scamp gotta do? Oh.
Yeah, and so he's like the best merchant on the game. And also like, what was I going to say about him? I forgot what I was going to say about him. Oh yeah, like I'm intentionally not breaking Morrowind, like because you can like break Morrowind like on your knees, like fucking like in 20 minutes you can like basically become a god, right? But we're not doing that. We're doing it the way Vivek intended. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, also like
fun.
we also finally get to like embrace the what I like to call the Wikipedia dialogue system, because Morrowind doesn't have voice acting.
Oh, it's hyperlink situation, or what? Like you do the hyperlink Wikipedia adventure.
Kind of. That is kind of how dialogue in Morrowind works.
Yeah, that's because like my brain, when you say Wikipedia thing, my brain is like when you search up like a food on Wikipedia, and then you see a hyperlink that interests you, and then about like 2 hours later, you're somehow on a like financial event that happened in the economy 30 years ago, and you're like, damn.
Okay, so this is what.
Wow, that is overwhelming.
So the left side is the actual dialogue. The right side is the topics, right? So
yeah, that doesn't help at all.
So you click on a topic and you get a response, and
yeah,
and every now and then in the topic you get like a new topic, and that is the blue words. The blue words are like new topics, and you can click on them to go to like the new topic, and that is how you like. So it's like going into like the hyperlink adventure.
Yeah, it pretty much is. Jesus Christ.
And there is no voice acting in the game, so I'm not reading all of that.
Well, it would make sense with this. Yeah, it would make sense with.
I'm just like summarizing it. I read it, and then I tell chat what they said, like summarize it, because I'm not reading all of this. And the thing is, like, you have to like go on like dialogue excursions sometimes to like unlock what you need to do. You have to like ask the right questions to get to like the right topic, because you don't start a conversation with like all of the topics unlocked. You have like the basic topics, and then as you like discover more topics on the dialogue, you can like open them again, like interact with those topics, right? You have to like unlock them. So like in Morrowind there is the N-word. They call you the N-word sometimes, but it's like a different N-word.
Yeah, I was gonna say in fantasy they still popping out that word. That's wild.
Because the thing about the Elder Scrolls is that like everyone is racist. Like that is one of the things about the Elder Scrolls is that, like racism.
You did tell me about that like a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Like racism is just like kind of like one of the fundamental parts of like the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So like the elves hate everyone, the humans hate the beast hate the humans, like and the thing about like so like for example like Morrowind takes place like 20 years after the orcs were like legally considered people.
Yeah, I remember you making this joke before. Yeah.
And the thing is like the little like province where Morrowind takes place, they are like very racist and also very xenophobic. So they don't like anyone who is not like from the same race and from the same island. They're like British people basically.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why she loves it. Yeah.
And the thing is like they have slur. They have a slur for like outsiders.
Okay, what's the slur for the outsiders?
Is Enwa.
Yeah, I'd slap the shit out of them.
So it is literally an N-word.
Yeah. Like that. Ooh boy. Oh, number 8. Link dressed as a woman looks pretty enough that I'm willing to bend a little bit. Andy?
What?
Andy, You said to bend a little bit. What does that imply? Does that mean your sexuality, or do you mean physically, as in you would?
The rules. I mean the rules.
Okay.
No, I'm picking him. I'm not getting. He's a fucking bottom. I'm picking him.
I don't know. Maybe Link's one of those types where it's like he's packing heat, and everyone's like, "Oh, damn." He's like the power twink.
He's
Lesbian, by the way. Quote.
He's like super short. He's like, how tall is Link in Breath of the Wild?
I think he's like 5'6".
Yeah, he's very short. He's a shorty.
Yeah. Yeah, that one makes that's on brand for it too.
I'm sure one of these is about orcs. Yeah, I don't like the orcs in Elder Scrolls because they're ugly and stupid. But I'm not racist.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, out of context, it does sound pretty bad.
Also, like, they also have like the stupidest fucking names. Like
I feel like we've had these discussions before. Yes.
like every orc has a name that is like a variation of like Grok the Grok or something like that. Grok be Grok.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Grok. No.
Quote number 1A.
No.
At least at least the Khajiit names are like funny, right?
What are they like?
They're like verbs.
Okay.
They're like what they do basically.
Oh, so like one can be like run and the other one can be like steal. Or like, what do you mean?
No, but they're like Or is it the Argonians? I don't remember like which ones have the like funny names.
Okay. We got a repeat quote.
Yeah, so like the Argonians are like the Argonians have names like stands in red circles, sifts through remains, you know, names like that, like separated with like hyphens, like blooms in shadows, walks with death, speaks only truth.
Oh, those are cool. Oh, those are cool.
But they can be funny, like because like those are like for like the cool Khajiits that have like cool jobs, but they can be like one just called like licks his balls.
Ooh.
Another thing I like about Morrowind versus like Oblivion and Skyrim is like the beast races, like the Khajiits and the Argonians are actually like monsters.
Okay.
They have like weird like the 3-part legs, like actually like dinosaur legs, and they cannot wear shoes.
Oh, where the knee bends backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
And they cannot wear shoes.
Oh.
Because they have like the weird fucking like legs.
Yeah.
And they walk weird. They walk different.
Well, yeah, because they have reverse like knees, right? They
Yeah.
have the thing where like, yeah, that's cool.
Can you like?
The ostrich legs, like the fuck. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. You can like specify a number. I was just checking if you can do that.
Cool.
I
I feel like that would make me feel better. The ability to shoot people. Well, congratulations, you made an enemy out of most of the VTuber community, Candy. Wow.
Why?
This long. You told me most of them are short.
That doesn't say anything about short people.
You literally said shooting short people would make you feel better.
That doesn't say short people.
What does that say? Oh, the ability to shoot. I don't know why I was emphasizing short people. My dyslexia is really coming out today.
Where did you get short people?
Plus, it's kind of on brand for you to say.
I don't like shooting
Because
short
it's
people. I
kind
like
of on
picking
brand
them
with
up.
you.
I like picking short people up. It's funny.
I've said it here. It's now fact. Candy hates short people. If you're below a certain height, she will come and kill you. Beware.
Okay. So yeah, like whenever you like anger, like whenever you like annoy like a dark elf, they just like call you an Enwa and try to kill you.
Jesus.
And something I find really funny about Morrowind is that okay, so like there's like a crime system in like those games, right? There is like a crime and punishment system, so you can like go and like. Why did my camera like turn? Okay, it's back. There's like a so if you commit a crime, you get like the guards after you, and they like try to catch you, and you get in trouble, and you have to pay your fine and go to jail. And the thing about and of course like murder has like the highest amount of like the highest fine because it's murder, right? But the thing about like Morrowind is that, like it's very funny because if you want to kill someone, you can do it legally by just being annoying. Like you can go into like their dialogue menu and open the persuasion option.
Okay.
And on persuasion you get like a few options. You get like intimidate, like admire, intimidate, taunt, and bribe, right?
Okay. Yeah, taunt I'm assuming is the one that annoys people.
Or intimidate, in any of those two. So if you just go to the menu, and just like click one of those options like 30 times, right? Eventually the NPC will get so annoyed with you that they will attack you. And then you can just kill them. Self-defense.
Oh, that's fun out of Ludo. Like in terms of like Ludo, I don't know if it's Ludo distance. Just from the outside perspective of a different NPC, it's just like, oh, that's Jim being Jim again. Oh, the hero is talking to him. Wow, he's insulting him 30 times in a row. Oh, Jim decided to hit him. Oh, wow, the hero just casted Fireball and burned him alive.
And I actually
feel like that's excessive.
I actually
like it, I guess.
I actually like showed that to chat.
Yeah.
I showed that to chat. I like walked to a random NPC on the street with like a guard next to me, and I just started insulting her until she attacked me, and then I killed her. And the guard and
Why
then
did you do that to some poor random NPC? Why not some jerkwad NPC?
I don't know. She was like the closer one, I guess.
You psycho.
And then I talked to the guard, and the guard was like, "How do you do?"
Jesus.
They don't even react because like
not any of my business.
You know how in Morrowind they react to like corpses? In Oblivion, I mean. Like they don't do that in Morrowind. They just like, I guess they don't have like the artificial intelligence to do that, so they just like they don't care.
Nah, it's just another day here.
Yeah. Also, there's slavery in Morrowind. Like slavery is legal in Morrowind.
Well, they are saying the Enwa, so yeah.
But again, like because they're like super racist, they only enslave like the beast races, like the Khajiits and the Argonians.
Because of course.
Yeah. And it's super funny because every now and then, every now and then you like ask like because you can go to any NPC and ask them for rumors and like stuff like that. So you go to like a dark elf and you ask for rumors, and they go like, the Imperials say they are about like order and like property, but despite that they claim they are like all for like private property, but they are not doing anything about the abolitionists. They straight up just say that.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's just like that's like predictive meme. That's like Simpsons.
Why is the Empire not doing anything about the abolitionists, huh? Because
such a Reddit post.
The people in Morrowind don't like being part of the Empire. They really don't.
Valid.
Okay, so how was your week?
I guess there's a lot since the podcast. So just being busy with a lot of responsibilities and work, which is very annoying. I did get to have some time off. I decided to continue the Yakuza 0 Director's Cut playthrough because it is very hard to schedule like people's schedules together. We had a moment like in the midst of it where like, and to be fair, these two friends are like ADD. They're new friends, and then they're like, "Oh, our other friend, she feels neglected. She's messaging us in the other server, and maybe we should check up on her." And then the other friend's like, "But what about Yakuza night?" It's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Nick." It's just like our friend is like, "It's okay. grandma just made all this extra dinner. It's fine. You go play with your friends. And she's like, no, don't do that. Just laying on the guilt trip. They really liked Yakuza. So the thing is with Yakuza, there are some certain scenes if you're playing with other people that I think really start enticing people. Like people, I think, usually with Yakuza, they gravitate towards Nishiki and Kiryu because they're a very fun brotherly bond. They kind of get like cool. They kind of go like, oh, look at this Ikemen Tachibana. They'll think maybe like Makoto is cute and like Lee is like a good dad kind of like guy. But the scene that usually I enjoy when I hit Yakuza 0, when I play for the first time. Why did you put the goblin back up? Okay. Yeah?
I'm creeping.
I really wish you would get that Ritalin prescription. Anyway, so like, yeah. So the scene that I like pretty much when I'm streaming Yakuza 0 to people for their first time to see, put it over, Nick. No. Ew, he's so icky. The scene that I love showing people Yakuza 0 too, like when they get to the playthrough of it, is the scene where Nishiki drives you out.
Oh yeah.
Because that one is a very amazing performance by Nishiki's voice actor. It's very emotional. It showcases like how good that friendship is in some ways. Literally when I showed them it, they were crying. And I was just, they were crying while I was like sitting there going like, yes. I can't wait till we reach the Tachibana scene for them to go, no. And I can't wait for them to get to the ending and then get really upset because of a certain thing that happens.
Isn't Nishiki like the same guy as like Ichiwan?
Yeah, same voice actor.
Oh.
For both sub and dub, they kind of like make a reference to it in the dub as well to have him as the same voice actor. It's also funny because like the voice actor who played Ichiban, he mentioned like playing Ichiban, I think is like kind of fun and like it's tough and resolving, but playing Nishiki was like traumatic for him. He's like, yeah, that's fair. After that, more on the shifts. Me and that friend I told you that is moving on to the next phase of their life after separating with their partner. I hung out with her and another friend, and we all caught up over the years on like life and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. It was a really fun time, and I got to talk shit. I got to talk so much shit. And then, you know what the funny thing is?
Yep.
She was so it's my friend who went through the breakup. It's my other friend who I haven't talked to in years. We all hung out with each other like maybe 8 years ago at some point, and that was our introduction to that partner that we don't like. And I remember the friend that went through the breakup went to order coffee. And then I was just like, yeah, I never liked that guy. And then the friend that I hadn't talked to in like years was just like, yeah, I know. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you said that the day you met him. I was like, oh, I'm consistent. Okay, that's good. I hated that guy from day one. Let's go.
Anyone
like
like
that guy? I never liked that. I never fucking liked that. It was just nice. It was like there's something very fun about catching up with like people, like catching up with people and just like in the same kind of stage of your life and going through it. Then the day after, no, I came back. Then I got a little more annoyed because I got like more work that I had to do, and then my dad dropped. He's like, "Hey, want to go to the movies?" And I'm like, "Fine." And then we watched a movie. We watched a movie called Sentimental Value, which is apparently like up for some Oscars, I think, later in this year. My dad is very big into film. And the whole thing is just like the idea of like this these two sisters who grew up with only their mom because like their mom and their dad would fight all the time. Dad's a director. He left. The mom dies. Dad comes back trying to reconnect, but and he has this magnum opus film where that's pretty much emotionally compelling about like his backstory and stuff. But you kind of see the seeds of how it actually connects him to the rest of his family, like his daughters and what they mean to him. And you
Yeah.
get to see like the strained familiar relationships and like kind of the beauty of like familial love in that way of just like all of that. You get to see how they're all flawed in their own different ways. But they're still good people and it's very beautiful, some of those bonds. And just kind of how it plays on the idea of like the pros and cons of sentimental value of just like yeah sentimentality can be very good in keeping the good stuff that you remember like dear, but it can also make you hold on to things that were pretty much just toxic to you or like bad for you. And it's very interesting. I have it is a 2-hour film, and I have never watched a film like in that sort of way and went, this film is complete. Like it feels complete. Like I don't really have much notes. The only note I have is just my annoyance with certain indie films is with a lot of big blockbuster films, you know how they hard cut a lot, right?
Yeah.
Indie films kind of went the opposite route and it's like, let's linger on this scene for about like 2 minutes,
Oh yeah.
staring at an old man as he continues to emote. It's like there's always a balance between the two. You don't want to linger for too long, otherwise you're very, very aware that you're watching a movie, and it pulls you out of it.
Yeah.
That movie is guilty of doing that from time to time. But aside from that, casting was good. It takes place in Norway. Not in English, but partially in English when there are English characters on screen. Uh, um, really good, really good. I enjoyed watching that movie today.
I don't know why, but the fact that you said that it takes place in Norway reminds me of something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, like, a few years back, there was a movie called The Snowman? It was, like, a really bad movie. It was, like, a murder
horror
mystery.
movie.
No, it was, like, a murder mystery.
Yeah. Okay.
It had, like, Michael Fassbender in it.
Alright.
The movie is, like, based on, like, a book by, like, an Norwegian author, right? And it takes place in Norway.
Yeah.
And something is really funny is like people like point this out when they talk about this movie that like for the movie the name of the protagonist is Henry Hall.
Okay.
Which is not the correct translation of the Norwegian name.
Oh, what is it?
The correct translation of the Norwegian name will be Harry Hall. And I guess they didn't want to like go with that because it kind of looks like Harry Hall.
Oh yeah, it does. Because the first name I thought it would sound like Deck the Hall, like they'd make a Deck the Halls joke, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Silly.
Harry Hall.
Ugh. That was pretty much my week. I've been much more busy lately. I'm gonna be busy for the next 2 weeks too. This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I can decompress. Actually, no. Wait, let me just. Yeah, no. Most of March I'm gonna be busy. Probably the first half of April I'm gonna be busy. Then things slow down and I can chill for once in my goddamn.
Oh, so
life.
you're
I also had the.
So you're going to be so you're going to be free for my birthday karaoke stream.
I get Durham more and more now, like the solitude thing. Like I see it. Like everyone's like, oh, he's an island. He's to himself. He can go like no to most plans. And I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I feel like that sometimes. Sure, I'll check out your birthday karaoke stream. Actually, that'd be fun.
No, you're going to come.
Fun. I have to be on.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the limit on the karaoke? Because it's gonna be like copyright stuff. So
We just don't say we just don't say the bod. I think
we just don't say the what?
the bod.
Oh, that's all that matters. Okay, yeah, sure, we can do that.
You know what? You know who else has a very busy week?
I don't think I've ever sang on this mic before. Yeah, what?
The gaming industry. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, a lot of things happened this week. Okay, what do you want to start with?
You know, Highguard is still like their website went down, but the game is still around.
I mean, after the big like
Hey,
layoffs with
Star.
them and the 2XPO stuff. Hey, Star.
Why is Kermit here?
Where's Kermit? Kermit D. Frog here.
How many players does Hogwarts have at this point? 1,000. It has
It was like
1,000
pretty low.
players.
Yeah, like even at the point of like people talking about the layoffs, I think at the layoff stage it was like at 5,000.
Yeah.
So there's some things that I know of. So like, okay, there's
Yeah, but
the
like that is the
silly.
thing. Like that
Mhm.
that is the thing about like the layout.
You
Like
better do a song as Kermit. I could do one of the Kermit songs, sure.
yeah. The thing about like the layoffs is that like they kind of like create like a downward spiral because you lay off a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now the people who like the game are like, okay, but there's not going to be any more content or anything like that, right? Why do I keep playing the game?
Yeah.
So now there's less people playing the game. So now there's less reason to keep like people working on the game. So it like creates like this spiral.
Yeah, there's like a runaway effect that happens with it. I'm trying to think of more. Hold on.
Because like for example like 2xKO, the thing about like 2xKO is that like they fired like 80 people, but that is like half the team. So they still have 80 people working on that game.
It doesn't. Even then, I look at it and I'm just like, that doesn't give me too much faith in that thing's future.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna die right away, but the way, like, if that's one of your big calls, it's like, ugh.
99 star, 99.
99 star.
I just don't think like speaking of 2xKO, I don't get what they expected like launching a game with 12 characters.
Yeah, so like, there's a post about this and it's very interesting. I think because Riot kind of got into their whole branding situation, especially maybe like after the whole Arcane thing, is like people are invested in that universe. But it's like, for fighting games, you have to understand that they're niche and it's going to be very hard. Those people who are invested in League and Arcane are maybe you're not promised a translation of population there. So you do have to cater to the audience that likes that genre.
Yeah.
And most people would expect a bigger starting cast along with some other things. Like for instance, like there's a post about this, like 10 years of development, one of the top performers at EVO, had solid viewership and one of the top 3 games on console for a while, but it only has 10 characters on launch, kernel level, access required, $100 skins, very little marketing, and they laid off half the team. Bear in mind, the 10 characters thing is also
there's no
a bit of an addendum.
No single player thing.
Yeah, there's no couch co-op as well.
So like there's another thing, like you're not getting any casuals because casuals always start with a single player because online is scary, right?
Oh, you mean like an online campaign? Yeah, you can maybe. Yeah, I mean not online campaign, single player campaign. You can
or just like
that,
an arcade ladder,
yeah.
just like something like that.
Yeah, arcade mode ladder, or just like but it's also just like couch co-op. Like if your homie, if you had it on console, you can't do much on like a couch co-op situation because like you have to link to different accounts, which is kind of dumb. I think the best way you could have done it is like add that person's account as a friend, and then you have that, you select that person as your co-op partner and they do a 2FA to your phone or something.
Yeah.
As just like a potential solution. But the thing is, 10 characters as a start is very low, and people go like, oh well, Smash kind of had like, Melee kind of had like a lower amount, and it's like, Smash 1 and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, but but
that was 1998.
Well, no, but the other bigger caveat here is like, this is a tag fighter.
Yeah.
Right? And with tag fighters, you usually have to have a larger cast, especially with the fact that like meta relevant characters will kind of slightly make they'll make the pool smaller. For a long time it was 4 main characters in this fighting game tearing it up. I think people still play Echo. I think people still play Yasuo. So it's like, for a lot of people, they were facing a lot of those characters. That's not good for diversity of gameplay. You're facing the same mechanics over and over again. So
yeah.
It's a shame. It's really a shame. This is another one of those like fighting games.
And
where
also like again,
like
Smash.
System.
Smash was like from 1998, and it was made in secret in a year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so sad because like the 2XKO staff were the people who made Rising Thunder, which is another fighting game with like a cooldown system that had a lot of promise in terms of its gameplay mechanics, but it just didn't have the sauce in terms of like visual aesthetic, which was the sad thing. The characters weren't memorable, and for a fighting game that can be your kryptonite.
Yeah.
Inversely now,
Which is
you have
another,
that
which is
sauce,
another thing I'm going to talk about.
but now
like,
it's kind of weak here. Like you had 10 years. You should have had way more characters out the gate.
yeah. And like you know how like that new game Valve is making called Deadlock, right?
Yeah.
That you need an invite to play that game. Like you need to really invite
Mhm.
someone. You cannot just you cannot download the game. You need someone to invite you in. Right?
Yeah.
That game literally has 100 times more players than Highguard.
Yeah.
Literally 100 times more.
Because people find a way, and it's more interesting to actually play.
Yeah. And you know something, speaking of like the sauce, you know something that Deadlock has, and that Overwatch has, and that Marvel Rivals has, and that Team Fortress 2 had, that
What?
Highguard doesn't have, and that Lawbreakers didn't have.
Hmm.
An art direction?
Yeah.
Like the characters on Highguard just look like dude with gun, lady with gun, big dude with gun.
Yeah, you know what? There's only one character I kind of remember from Lawbreakers, and that's because of his helmet. But if you ask me to remember the rest of the cast on a visual level, it's just like no, they didn't have much going on. I don't understand why some of the
Concord
people
didn't
who
have
went
that
into
either.
people who went into the hero shooter like space kind of like wanted to add like certain flavors. Like Concord really does look like the 80s sci-fi thing in some of it, but like so many other people do it, and they didn't like stylize it enough where it actually looks interesting. People have told me like there are some Concord comics that were like promoted as material, and the characters actually pop more and looked more interesting in that, which goes to show the designs can actually be fine, but how you present it matters, right?
Yeah.
But Lawbreakers, I can barely remember jack shit. I remember it was trying to go like realistic looking, kind of gritty, but like it just seemed bland.
Yeah, I'm just checking like because out of curiosity, because like it or not, when it comes to like something that is like very like heavily like character based,
Mm-hmm.
one of the most like clear like determinators of like cultural like how important it is like culturally is the porn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just checking like in like the website, there is like between Overwatch and Overwatch 2, there is a combined around 220,000 pieces. Right?
Mhm.
Around 220k. There's like 15 for Concord.
Really?
Which is more than I expected, but like, you know, that's not good.
Jesus.
But yeah, like, and like, you know, like, I am in general a hater of photorealism. I don't like photorealism. I have talked about this before.
Yeah, to be fair, I think you can use it if you have, but you have to like understand. You shouldn't rely on it, I guess is what I'm saying, right? If you completely make something realistic, like to me that's visually nothing, because like I'm experiencing real life, right? Almost all the time. So what's the point? There's no pop.
Yeah, and also like
I keep going back to like Yakuza and DMC5. It's like you kind of went the photorealistic route, but then you use cool auras and anime moves and shit in presentation. It's like, yes, that makes it memorable. Please do stuff like that.
And but like in general, like so like in general, I don't like photorealism. But like specifically when it comes to like hero shooters, it's a terrible idea. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because you need to know what character is your enemy in a second. You need to know what they do in a second.
Yeah.
You don't have time to like think about it. You don't have time to like look at the weapon or whatever. You have to like see the silhouette, see the colors, and immediately think, okay, this is the threat. Right? And that is a lot easier to do when it comes to like stylized characters, because you can like exaggerate the proportions, you can like simplify the colors, you can like, right?
Yeah.
Like there is a reason the heavy on Team Fortress 2 is like twice the size as everyone else in the cast, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason all the tanks in Marvel Rivals are like 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it is about like it is like an actual like detriment to gameplay. It is like actually harming the gameplay, not like being photorealistic is like actively like making the game worse to play. In this case.
Yeah. Like with certain genres especially, it's just like because I feel like they go like it's realistic and it's like that's a gimmick. Two, if you're trying to make it realistic, people already interact with a realistic environment every day. That's a life, right? You have not made something, you have not elevated something, you've made a default experience.
Yeah.
You need to add something into this to differentiate it, because you can have photorealism in my head. You just have to contrast it with things to make it really interesting to look at. But they never do.
Yeah.
So you just sit there and you're just like, okay, yeah, all right, fuck it. And this is boring. I'm probably gonna forget about it visually.
Yeah.
Like for all the guff, I'll give Horizon Zero Dawn. It's pretty to look at, I guess.
Yeah. The environments at least. I think the characters are like.
Yeah. I think the backdrops are nice. The robots are nice. The characters kind of look, but like, yeah.
It's what I call the Western potato face.
Yeah.
Which is like a big problem in like Western games where they're trying to like be photorealistic, but they don't know how to. So they just do like potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And Japan avoids that by doing the Final Fantasy thing, where like they have like photorealistic like materials and shit, but they're like actually like anime characters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely not Concord 2.0. Definitely not.
Yeah. Well, Concord was like record-breakingly funny.
Yeah. No, but also like Highguard is like fucked because apparently like they were like taking money from Tencent and Tencent is going to want that money back. Right? Like Tencent is not a charity. It's not a charity. Tencent is going to demand a return, and if they cannot like return to Tencent, they're going to have to close. They're going to have to like go bankrupt. But, like they're kind of fucked. Who wants broken kneecaps? Yeah.
Pinkertons. Where are we sending the Pinkertons?
Speaking of desperately trying to make money, Microsoft. Because again, it's been a busy week.
Which Microsoft news are you gonna tell
us? So Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond are leaving the company.
And we get instead AI well, no, they're not AI, but AI evangelist.
Yeah,
is what people have called her. Asha Sharma.
Yeah, she's speaking to the AI. And it just seems to me like she was the one that promised to like find a way to make Xbox make money. She's the one that like promised that, and she's not going to succeed. But you know, like this is not good for the brand. This is really not good for the brand. Like they're not going anywhere. Like I don't see this like.
Yeah, Xbox is just in a situation where we've like parroted it so many times before. They're like running up on a bunch of self-made problems. Like you made a platform that competed with your own platform and then just like disincentivized you, like people committing to your platform. You bought a bunch of studios to make games and did nothing with it. You laid them off. It's like your hardware also is kind of like not great either. It's just like all of it's just run up on you. It's just a series of bad decisions. But what if we get in the portable market, Candy? Oh, that's actually a good idea. Steam Deck's good. But what if we priced it really badly? Oh.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not
good. Not good. And like again, like this is like because what is going to happen is that this lady is going to come in and she's going to be like, okay, we need to like start like working like to make way more profit, and she's like big into AI. So what's going to happen is it's going to like fire everyone on the studios and tell them to like tell the people who are remaining to like start working on like AI stuff, right? So their games are going to like suffer like significantly in terms of quality. They're going to have to cancel a lot of games if they realize the shit doesn't work. Like it's going to be like
you're gonna say more? Yeah.
Like it's not going to like be good for them.
The other news is like the supposed like I mean gaming industry in total is just because of the memory shortage and other things is just like the PlayStation 5 is likely delaying itself around to 2029 I think is what people are estimating. Which is fine. That thing, we've said it before, it needs more time to actually be something worth buying. But you know what you could do in the meantime, Candy?
What?
If you don't want to buy a PlayStation, you could lease a PlayStation.
Yeah.
You could.
Which is like, oh.
This industry is so funny.
Yeah, and like HP is also
how
like
did they announce
like,
that and not think it would be dire? Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, HP is also like trying to like rent computers now too. Because I guess the RAM prices, I guess. I don't know.
We're prioritizing monetization, I think was one of the things they said or like recently. It's like, yeah, you want to make money, I get it, but it's just like you got like this is so stupid. Like how I can't think of too many people who would actually bother doing this.
Yeah.
Like why would you lease a system like that? At that point, like if you have an existing laptop or something, people would probably go on the lower end spectrum and just play different games, just not your PlayStation ones. It's not like the PS5 has that many like exclusive hits. So there's no real incentive to dive in. But wait, we have the God of War remake trilogy. Yeah, for a momentary amount of time.
Yeah, like
it gets
right now the only
like PC.
Right now the only like PS5 exclusive I would like to play is like Demon Souls. And you know what about Demon Souls? Because it's been a busy week.
Man, these segues write themselves, you know.
Yeah.
So Demon Souls remake studio, also just known as the remake studio, Bluepoint got shut down by Sony. Sony killed them. Sony went up to them and didn't even say hi. They just went up and killed them.
Yeah.
Which
you know, I have talked about this before. Yeah. I am not the biggest fan of their work. I think they don't have any idea what art direction means.
I'll disagree to some extent. I think they made the best version of Shadow of the Colossus now.
I think it looks ugly. I think it doesn't look right.
No, I played the PS3 one and the PS2 one, and I think the PS4 remake looks fine. It also has a bunch of utility options. It is good on gameplay. I think it's good.
Yeah. Well,
I actually have the opposite reaction of you. I look at the Demon Souls remake and I go, ugh.
No, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that either. I don't like that one either.
Yeah.
Because I think
like
Bluepoint, I think Bluepoint doesn't have like any idea what like I'm not the biggest fan of their work, but it's still a shame. And what happened with Bluepoint is that
it is a shame.
What happened with Bluepoint is that Sony
they also did some port work, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sony, in their incredible wisdom, decided they were going to like get everyone working on fucking live service games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they went to Bluepoint, and they went. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know why. But like, figure out a way to make us a God of War live service game. And Bluepoint went like, nobody wants that, and Sony went, doesn't matter, make one. And then Concord came out, and Sony went, actually it doesn't work, let's cancel all of them. And now Bluepoint is there.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's like, you know, to have a dedicated remake. Well, okay, I'm sure maybe they would want to do like independent work, but having like a studio that can do dedicated remakes, like in this industry, I suppose, like yes, that would be useful. Shame it died, but to be fair, the last game they worked on was in 2022, I think. They were out of the ringer for a while,
Yeah,
right?
because they were like making a God of War live service game that nobody's going to play because it
Yeah,
never came out.
yeah, and it's just like you. It says something when that's like not being done by Santa Monica, which makes me immediately think that the core creators were like, this is, I don't know about this idea. And now it's dead, and any hopes, even though I don't agree with such hopes, for Blue Bloodborne are gone.
Yeah, you're never going
Oh
to get that.
no.
That's never going to happen.
Oh, oh no. I will not get Blue Bloodborne. Oh well. You know, killing games and game studios is pretty well, but like Stop Killing Games has been going on. Ross Scott like updated a bunch on Stop Killing Games. So apparently the EU Parliament has a majority support for it. It's gonna keep on going. Like I think they still have momentum.
Yeah.
So let's keep on rooting for Stop Killing Games. Try to keep track of it if you care about like feeling like you own your game truly. Keep up with it, and if there's any more services, not service, like if there's anything where you can do your part, and you're in the EU, this is important. Check it out and see if there's any more stuff that we might have to sign in the future, and have word spread. But like, yeah, hopefully it works. Companies should not have that much power.
Yeah.
On your product that you purchased or put money in. So, yeah.
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 And I don't know, man. Like,
yeah.
Like Sony is going to be like suffering from the consequences of like their live service push for like decades.
Oh yeah, they put too much money in it.
Yeah, because and like you know why there's no games on the PlayStation 5? Because everyone was trying to make one of those and nobody finished one.
Yeah, it's so funny because we keep repeating ourselves, and I do think like I'm getting at the point where I'm getting tired of us having to say the thing even though it's unprompted. It's just like every time there's a winner, quote unquote, of the last generation, they become like the most obnoxious dude in the next generation. And it's like they forgot every skill they implemented in order to become the best. Like last generation for PS4, Sony was being like, you know, heralded for its single player experiences, a lot of focus on games on that, right? In an industry where people were making fun of EA saying that the single player game is dead, and Sony going like, that's not true, like let's keep on releasing this stuff. Now that being said, was everything that Sony was releasing like for someone like me? Not really. I'm not that into some of their AAA stuff like Horizon or God of War, but it's like it's a nice Hey, Silent. It's a nice sentiment. But then they just completely forget the whole thing of, oh yeah, single player experiences are very valid, building up this library, and let's just all hedge our bets on mega money. Like, okay. Is it gonna be good? And it's like, okay, we'll do like 18 different projects, and then if we can make like half of them live, it'll work. And it's like half of them did not live. I think about 3 of them did, and it's like, oh, we've lost so much money. Like a slow clap. Now they're at the point where it's like that delay is happening. I feel like they have to over course correct. I think that's what like with some of the PlayStation State of Play stuff is like you clearly didn't see as much live service by that point, but like yeah.
And it's only going to get worse because like because they're talking about like in order to offset like the RAM crisis, you know. Which they
yeah, we talked about this last week.
In order to offset that, they're going to like start monetizing the people who already have PS5s more.
Yeah. That was the thing where it's like, yeah, we're planning to effectively monetize. Hooray! You didn't pay enough, consumer.
Pay us more.
Pay us more. I own a PS5. I think this is silly. I'll just get the games I have and then I'll play them when I have to. I don't fucking.
So now,
I have so much more faith in this brand.
So basically, expect like $60 PS5 games. I mean, like $90 PS5 games and like $30 for online.
At that point, like the whole price raising thing has shown that people buy less of those new games. Like spending for games goes up, but like the average it's so funny because the AAA industry just consistently thinks like oh, people are always gonna buy the thing. It's like a cultural event, and it's like I don't think I've heard as many people talk about AAA games that just got released
Yeah.
anywhere near as much as I used to. I feel like the heyday for people going like I can't miss this next big release was like during the 2016 to like the 2018, somewhere around that park, maybe even from 2014 to 2018s. But that's on my basis of looking at social media. That's probably almost always been a thing, but more word to mouth, right? Word of mouth.
Yeah.
But like, we've hit a decline, mostly because games are more expensive. Some people are just willing to lame it out for a sale. Like, and some things are like timed exclusive, so they're like, why would I buy a dedicated console when I could wait for it to come over?
Yeah, and the era of like third party like exclusive is not a thing anymore. Because like Sony used to have like a big like amount of support for like third parties as well, but like Square Enix is not doing that anymore. Sega isn't doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Sega went and what if Sega looked and went like, what if we sell the Yakuza and Persona games to like everyone?
Yeah, no, because more money. It just makes sense. Why would you ever? There are times where Dura and I are talking on call, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll remember a video game. We'll remember a video game from like the DS era or like the 7th generation or something, and go like, was it exclusive? Was it like locked into this thing? What's the publisher? And it's like, oh, the publisher is this person. It's not one of the console manufacturers. Why don't they just sell it on PC again? I feel like a bunch of times when that happens, I'm just like, it's free money.
Yeah.
Me and Dura were talking specifically, and this is funny because you said Sega. It's technically under Sega's IP now. Me and him were remembering that Ace Attorney got a bunch of remasters, right? And now they're remastered out, right? They're kind of forced to make a new game if they want to continue Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
There was another DS game about an occupation made by Atlas called Trauma Center. And Trauma Center is rad.
Oh yeah, it's like this fucking cool. Trauma Center, I love Trauma Center.
Yeah, Trauma Center is cool as shit. Me and Dura then posited as we remember Trauma Center that we only really remembered it from the DS and Wii heyday. So me and him asked each other, is it a Nintendo exclusive? Did Nintendo publish it? Nope. Atlas Atlas like put out SMTs and Persona on PC. Like they can just make more money. They just put this shit on PC. This is a sidebar, but essentially like whenever there's a game that's a third party that's not an exclusive, it's like you really don't need to lock yourself to that console. Just make the extra money. PC people will like buy that shit crazy.
Yeah.
If you made a Trauma Center pack for PC and announced it at a State of Play or whatever, people would buy that instantly on Steam.
I do find that really funny that like for the past two like State of Plays that Sony has made, they have like the first announcement is like a fucking PC port.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. I mean, this shit is pretty dire. Hey, we know you came here, but what if you weren't here? What if you weren't with us?
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I don't know.
It's like coming back home from work, and then your partner like brings up. It's like it'd be crazy if like you made me like watch you while I was in the cuck chair. What? Don't worry, we'll just talk about a relationship, and then they bring it up every like couple of months. It'd be like crazy, right? If you did it.
No, just like you come home and your girlfriend is like, hey, my friend, she's single now, right?
Yeah, and you're just like, babe, what? I'm with you. It's like, yeah, no, but like, what if I like watched? Because like it would make me happy if she was happy and like you were happy with her, because you make me happy because you're with me. So if you were with her, I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, she offers some of the stuff I do, but better. Babe, are you trying to make me dump you? No. I want you to stay. I really want you to stay, but I also want you to like maybe visit her from time to time.
Like, you gotta give that to Nintendo. Like, despite like all the mistakes Nintendo makes, Nintendo is like consistently good at never making a mistake that is way too big.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
never go too far. They never go far.
They have, yeah, they usually have like their fair share of really stupid things where you just shake your heads like, old man, come on. But like, it's never anything big. Speaking of Nintendo, they brought back Fire Red and Leaf Green to the Switch.
For $20 fucking.
Yeah, the game came out. The game when it came out was $30, which was fine. Nintendo, you do whatever. I'd be real with you. Fire Red and Leaf Green are like some of my least favorite versions. Not as remakes are fine. It's just like they're some of my least favorite Pokemon games. Like I probably care more if a Soul Silver re-release came on Switch, or like if Emerald came on Switch. Emerald is one of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, I get it for the Pokemon freaks. It's like $20 probably doesn't seem like it's breaking bank for them. And there's the thing where there's like the Pokemon services called Pokemon Home and Pokemon Bank.
Yeah.
So instead of like having to buy the new thing every singular time, you could just play the old games, put those Mons into the Pokemon Bank, and then put them in the future games that allow the certain Pokemon that go in because we can't have all of them. And then bada bing, bada boom.
I mean, we have talked about this before. Pokemon fans are weird.
Yeah. Well, part of the marketing. To be fair, I'm kind of with the Pokemon fans where it's like you made a selective rotating like decks, even though like the marketing in the West for years was gotta catch them all. And I get it. People go like, it was only the Western one. It's like, yeah, but if Nintendo, like if Game Freak really cared that it wasn't honest, they would have stopped it, but they didn't. So now it's associated with the brand. And it's one of the things that's like a core experience for the person, for like some of the players. So I get it. I do get it. It's a collection game. It's totally that. Also, at the same time, I used to be like, oh, battle permutation and programming. There are people who play competitive things like Smogon online.
That's not like hard. A snore.
I know, right? But like, well, fitting for the Pokemon players. But like, yeah, it's pretty much just, it's just competitive Pokemon with all the Mons, and then they have different formats and stuff like that, and it works. And it's like, okay, we've also gone about this where it's just like Game Freak and Nintendo, when it comes to Pokemon, have the weirdest like relationship with it in terms of effort. So whatever.
Yeah.
Re-release Emerald, then I'll maybe care. Or don't. I don't think I'm gonna play Pokemon anytime soon.
I don't know, man. I have a pretty good phone and a controller like that snaps to the size of it. I'm never paying for fucking ROM.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what would have to get me. I feel like when a new Pokemon comes out, people get like hyped up at the whole starters and stuff like that. It's kind of like a cultural event thing, but it's like I had that with the last two Pokemon games that were like new, and then I didn't buy them. I think I was like gifted Pokemon Sword. I didn't buy Scarlet. I didn't buy the side games like Arceus or ZA, so like I know Duro also likes to give guff to Sony, and he's like, the PS5 doesn't have games. Like, I feel like with the Switch 2 and what Nintendo announces, it's the same game, just rebranded. It's just Breath of the Wild, but Metroid. Breath of the Wild, but Kirby. Breath of the Wild, this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like... What if we used one idea and relabeled it over and over again? To be fair, that's just the game industry, so yeah. It's a shame. I feel like maybe we also talked about this before. It's like Nintendo's in such an awkward position because we talk about like porting games to PC, but it's just like other ecosystems just aren't good at preserving the stuff that people who invested in it over time did. Backwards compatibility is just tough for them apparently because they changed architectures a couple times.
Yeah.
So like you can't play Wii U games on a Switch because it doesn't have a disc drive. Same thing with the GameCube games. Also, weirdly different cartridges across the board. So now you have the Switch cartridge and a digital library, which is actually kind of more reliable going in the future. Sony used discs from day one, but then they went, nah, no backwards compatibility after the 3 fat. Xbox was actually pretty good with backwards compatibility, but they had a weird one where it would scan the disc and then make you download an online version of it from their like servers.
Yeah.
Which in theory, if the game was delisted, you might have been fucked. But I never heard anyone talk about it, so who knows? But like with the PC, it's just like, yeah, it's all there. Yeah. across various timelines. It's all on your PC on Steam.
Yeah.
And this goes back to the Switch thing, where it's like I think about this, and Dur and I have thought about this and talked about this. Is like there are so many games in the GBA, DS, and 3DS limbo hell that are locked to it. That if they just constantly release those back into the Switch, or Switch 2 rather, I feel like get a pretty god tier system.
Yeah.
Yeah. The PS2 was also fully backwards compatible. It was just the PS3 Slim where they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was the reason why the PS3 Fat was so fat.
Because it had an actual PS2 inside of it.
And it was the first PS5 really. It was a PS2 and a PS3.
Yeah. But I don't get why, like, because like we're at a point where like if you optimize it enough, like a PS5 is like powerful enough to like emulate most PS3 games. You can do emulation.
They had like a working emulator and then some shenanigans that went in, and then it could play some games well, but then apparently it was like really finicky with some other ones, apparently. But it's like, yeah, you probably could. It is the cynical nature within me now that like when they transitioned into the digital library market, the greed scenario is just, yeah, but why don't we just re-release a remaster, because in theory we get the hype, we get a secondary purchase, etc.
Yeah.
Rather than backwards compatibility.
I'm really curious about like what Metal Gear Solid 4 is going to look like, by the way.
What?
Like, I'm really curious about like Metal Gear, like from a technical standpoint, I'm very curious about like how it's going to like turn out with Metal Gear Solid 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because
well,
like
we've seen PS3 to PS4 remasters, but this is like different, right?
Yeah, because the engine is like weird. It's like really weird. It's like very specific to like the PS3. And like and also like it is brand, because like you think about like the Master Collection Volume 1, the like ports of Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, they were reusing like they were reusing the PS3 versions of those games. Like they were not new ports, they were like reusing the PS3 HD versions of those games. But this one is like has to be like a brand new port, so I wonder what they're doing with that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the reason like the Master Collection Volume 1 was so bad. It's like it doesn't matter what console you're playing it, they are both running at 720p. Because they're just reusing the code from the PS3 version. It is not good. It is not good at all.
Yeah. I remember when the PS5 was first in the talks of like the dev kit and stuff, and people were talking about the idea that the PS5 was like fully backwards compatibility all the way up to the PS1, and people got hyped, and even I fell into that hype. But like when you think about the cynical like logistics of it, it's just like it's so much easier to just charge for a game port to make the person pay twice.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's like kind of the thing. It's rough. They're going like now going forward. They go like, since your library is mostly digital, they can go like the next system can just access that same library, right?
Yeah.
But before a certain period, they're just not going to do that shit.
Why is the PS3 have the same font as Spider-Man?
Yeah, because of the Spider-Man movies, the Raymer movies. Raimi. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, but I was thinking about it because like the Switch 2, if you gave the GBA 2 library, if you gave the Wii library, if you gave the DS library, and you gave the 3DS library to the Nintendo Switch 2, I think most people would just like, it'd just be a staple in a household. That's just too much. That's too much potential.
The potential. Yeah, but like, how else are you going to get people to a subscription? That is all going to like end up in a subscription.
Okay, the other funny thing is that because of the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green thing where it's charging at $20, apparently the subscription service is only like is far cheaper, and I think those games are on the subscription service. Again, this all really hinges on this hypothetical person who really cares about Fire Red and Leaf Green that much and wants their Pokemon on Pokemon Bank. So
again, Pokemon ones are weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason they keep getting away with this, is because they like
I've never seen Stockholm syndrome go so violent that you'd be willing to fight fight for your captor.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like Pokemon. Like not to be mean, but Pokemon fans are like piggies. They just like love the slop.
Yeah. So I had a junior. Well, he was like an executive too. He was my junior in terms of years, but like my senior in the club. He had played Scarlet, or was it Violet? No, he played Violet in the club room, on the TV, and then he finished it, and he went, for all those people like hating on it and saying like it should have more budget and stuff. Like I don't get it. Like the game's actually pretty good. It's like nah, you don't get to do that when like you're one of the most top grossing companies of all time. You can afford to put more money and polish, and actually show that you care. Like don't settle for less in this situation. Also, they charged you $80. Like, why are you batting for them? No, you should expect more for your money. I want you to think about this here. In my country, you can pay for video games in installments. Already dire economically. I put that in my first video. You could do that for Pokemon. Could you imagine how sad you are in your life that you are paying monthly installments for an unpolished Pokemon game? If you're gonna buy a game in installments, it better look amazing. It better be amazing. But I'm just imagining a guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pay this game for 5 months straight with some interest. Bring it to my home, boot it up, and oh, my character is clipping through the ground. And all the colors are awful.
Wamp wamp.
Wah, wah. Don't bet for a company that's just gonna disrespect you like that. Yeah. Praise them when they're good, criticize them when they're bad. It's how they learn. We say, as sometimes they just regress. So it's like dealing with a tantrum having baby that also somehow has dementia. It's a very weird relationship with console companies.
Yeah.
Or rather, like big major companies, not only consoles, like Game Freak. I just mix it into Nintendo. They're not fully Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, end of the day, Nintendo owns like Pokemon like fully, so it's like whatever they say.
Yeah, that is true. Just like Game Freak shouldn't be under them though. But like, yeah. Oh well.
Oh well.
I'm still just gonna play the games I own. The thing I'm gonna play after Yakuza is probably
I don't care.
You're gonna keep buying old games. I'm gonna be burning through after I finish some of the. After I finish Yakuza, I'll probably just start burning through the Castlevania games.
I want to do that too, but I have too many games.
Yeah, I have to finish the advanced because I finished the original collection. I finished
maybe I can do it for
October. Rondo of Blood. Yeah, and then it'd be a good one. And so now all I have to do is play the advanced collection and the Domini collection. I also have to play Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2. And then I'll be caught up.
Did they like change the way that like little things you have to draw in, like, because how in Dawn of Sorrow you have to like draw little glyphs on the screen, like kill the bosses. Mm-hmm. Did they change that on the collection? I hope they did.
That's a very good question. We'll have to see. Dawn of Sorrow. I know I'm gonna play Order of Ecclesia again, and I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play Portrait of Ruin, and I'm going to like unintentionally make a challenge where I only play as Charlotte because I'm like that.
Yeah. I guess the only thing they can do after that. Well, you know what? They already started with like Curse of Belmont, so it's like they're adding new blood into the Castlevania universe.
I hope that game is in a roguelike. I really hope it is in a roguelike.
No, it's not. There's a save room. Literally in the trailer, there's a save room. It says on the map, save room.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good. Some of the whip work also looks amazing. Like those attacks, perfect amount of weight. Love it.
Like it would be really funny if like in the next Nintendo Direct they just like announced like the Lords of Shadow collection. That would be really funny.
I genuinely think because here's what I originally thought. I thought after the Domini collection, they would have made a collection of like the PS2 games and stuff,
Yeah.
like the 3D games, and then maybe they'd have a Lords of Shadow pack just to like maximize. Because like in my head, when I see this remaster collection thing, my brain goes like, you're just gonna keep on doing this until you're forced to make a new game. Like that's how that works with Capcom. They've been doing that with Mega Man the entire time. But no, they kind of stopped intermittent. I guess because they know like Metroidvanias are kind of more relevant by comparison to some of the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
Hi Rex.
Hi Rex. Ow. Silence.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's funny. I'm excited even though I was kind of burned out of Metroidvanias for a bit.
Yeah.
But now that the OG came back, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, all right, fine.
They do get a little bit overwhelming after a while. Like, ow.
Well, it's such a saturated market.
Yeah. And they are all such a big time commitment.
They are.
Like they are all such a, like. They take a lot of like mental space to like remember like everything what everything is like.
It also doesn't help that they kind of started getting like fused with roguelikes for so long.
Ow. Ow. They're bonking me. Violencia. Ow. I'm going to cry. Ow. Stop. Ow. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello. Did you die?
No, your Wi-Fi was just bad.
Oh, was it mine?
Yeah, it was freaking me out. You were just like melting on my side of Discord.
Ow.
Oh, you're getting bonked a lot.
Ow. Yeah. I know they put me in nerd mode.
Well, now you're protected. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses.
Yeah, you cannot hit me with you cannot hit me when I'm wearing glasses. That's because that's bullying.
Killer Dude 00 turned Candy into a cat girl.
You wouldn't hit a cat girl with glasses.
Yeah. We are a protected species, you know?
Yeah.
We are like imported cultural heritage of the country of Japan. Ow.
I've got the eyes of a cat with glasses. That sounds pretty mid.
Yeah. I want a cat.
I mean, I could always like, I could always just like kidnap some of the cats, like the strays that we have on the street, because we have so many in my neighborhood, and then I could just ship them to you. You could have a legion if you want, Candy. Because we have a crazy cat lady. Yeah, we have a crazy cat lady down the street. Right?
Yeah.
And she's just making it a problem for all of us. She just lets them out so often, and she never spays any of them. So they just multiply like crazy.
I don't know, like lately, like YouTube has just like I don't know what happened to my like YouTube algorithm, but like lately it's like so fucking weird. It's like a bunch of like cat videos and like videos of like people building like log cabins in the woods.
Mine is just, for some reason, I don't know why it came up. Maybe it's because I love animals. It's just these guys memeing about Dagestani bears.
Yeah, you sent me one, I saw it.
The ones I'm talking about? Yeah, I love that one. Hold on a second.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't watch videos about like people building. Ow! I don't watch videos about people building cabins in the woods. I don't know why YouTube want me to watch people like videos of.
No, I sent you the one where it's like it's the actual Dagestani bear. It's just like they made the other one like this just really friendly guy where like actual bears are chasing you, but Dagestani bear is just like. It's just like you run into a polar bear, it chases after you. The Dagestani bear is next to you. He's like, "Run, my brother, run! You will surely end here."
Killer Dude 00.
Where even is I don't know where Dagestan is. I'm assuming it's Russia, but where?
I didn't know either. I'm not entirely sure. Hold on. Dagestan is in
Uh-huh.
officially known as it's a Republic of Russia. This is the video I'm talking about. It's so fucking fun.
Grown into a black bear versus a Dagestani bear.
Oh, kind sir, I'm a black bear, man. I'm harmless and chill. Are you going that way?
Yeah, I was trying to.
Yeah, take you.
Okay, let's go. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Alhamdulillah, brother, run. This guy was traveling. You're finished, brother, run.
You are finished, brother. Run is the funniest sentence I've ever.
Bears are fucked up. You would think they're slower than they are. Because they're very like
Yeah,
round.
no, they run like crazy. They are unfair creatures. They run, they swim, they climb. Like you got no way out.
Yeah. You cannot hide from a bear. You're fucking dead.
Like bear, crocodiles, and tigers all just give up, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you got a better chance with a crocodile. If you do serpentine motion, it has a harder time catching up. But like a tiger or like a bear, it's just like.
I think with a crocodile you can climb, no?
You can also climb.
Ow.
But again, you want to do serpentine motion because they have a horrible time like pivoting like that, and so it just causes them to go slower. But like, yeah, what are you gonna do against like a tiger or a bear? That's a bunch of musculature you can't do anything to.
Yeah. And they're fast, they're nimble. They swim better than you, they climb better than you.
It's not fair. I mean, humans kind of we won the lottery when it came to the whole tool making situation, but I do wish we had like some of the physical stats to make sure we don't get like murked.
Yeah. I mean, there was a trade-off, I guess. Like, can you imagine if we had like our musculature and what, like, our brains would like also like the musculature and whatever, how much energy we will burn?
Oh yeah, probably. We'd have to eat way more calories by the day.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea how many a bear has to eat daily. It has to be absurd. Probably like 8,000. What?
Yeah.
How many calories does a bear eat a day? I'm sure I'm lowballing it too, probably. Okay, so 8,000 can be in some of the ranges, but bears can consume around 20,000 calories a day. And then another says between 5,000 and 20,000.
Yeah, and tigers seem to need about like 6,000.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, not insignificant amounts.
I'm just getting hungry again.
Yeah.
I like ate a little earlier, but it's like I didn't eat enough because when I went out to the movie, I forgot my wallet at home, and I was like, oh, I can't have movie snacks. But that's like for the best because movie theaters always overcharge.
Yeah.
But then I just came back home really fucking hungry.
Are they still making like the popcorn buckets you can fuck?
No, those are just
Oh.
promotional items for certain movies.
Oh.
People really got thrilled with that Dune bucket.
I mean, yeah. Why does it look like that? What is Dune about? I don't know, like I have never like watched any of the Dune movies and everything seems to like be so like it seems to like be like drugs. It seems to be like so fucking weird.
Yeah, spice is like drugs. There's some sort of like weird like super powered thing with this witch clan, and then the main character is like a male who actually has those powers, which is a big deal, and something about a usurpation plot, and then there's the big sandworms in the dunes.
And I know they
I
have some
only
like
know so many things from osmosis.
they have some very like cool names. I like the names.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who
Oh.
the Harkonnen are, but it's a cool name.
My friend is like she's like one of my juniors that I used to work with. She's like big Gen Z. She is increasingly becoming more 90s. Likes Dune, likes Gundam, likes Transformers. And I'm just sitting there proud. I'm like, yes. Embrace it. But then she starts talking about Dune and it just flies over my head. This kind of sounds like fan fiction, actually.
Yeah.
Because apparently, like, Dune is a series of books, but then at some point the author died and his son took over. So then people like debate the canonicity or like the intent of the characters at that point, which is fair. I don't entirely know. I don't know. There's so many times where like there's major extended universes and I've thought about it like for a moment and I'm just like I can't get invested in more of these, man.
Yeah, I do wonder, like,
There was a time where I was getting really into Warhammer 40k and then I was like I need to back off. This is eating my life.
yeah, but like, you know how like I kind of want to be a writer someday. I wonder if there is a way to like plant a copyright.
Don't worry,
bomb.
I had stuff.
To like plant a copyright,
copyright bomb?
So like when I die, nobody gets to like do anything else with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, there's something about it where people talk about the death of the author and how they shouldn't have a final say, and that's true art. And I kind of agree with it to some degree, but then I also think about it as like the problem is like if I'm gone, and then like the characters have moved on, that's changed from the original intent, right? Are those even really those characters anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like,
like,
I look at I look at all the shit
Yeah.
they kept like trying. Like I feel like we need to like we need to like find a way to like legally like forbid anyone for like making like anything else about the Lord of the Rings ever again.
Yeah, because like I do get like some different arguments of it where it's like you'll look at a manga or an anime and then maybe the person died or like they're continuing the universe or whatever, but it's like and sometimes it can be enjoyable, but it's just like other times you do wonder is like is it for the best? Is it really the vision of that character? Is it really the same character, right?
Yeah.
And like should I get as invested? There are characters that entirely hinge on this kind of existence, like Superman and other comic book characters go through different authors completely. That's why they're not really consistent as characters. But like, I'm not as invested in those characters too. They're kind of like in that case, like they become a template, right?
Yeah.
And then my brain just kind of goes like, why don't you just kind of create something that's like similar, like a new character that's similar and just have their own story arc and stuff like that. But then again, at the same time, I'm ping-ponging here because I'm seeing so many different angles. I'm sure there are people who would love to have their fan fiction like legitimized, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I also I just look at it and I go like I shouldn't so firmly believe in the death of the author, but like there's a part of me that does kind of go like if I made something and I died, I'd be kind of bummed if like I was replaced as the person at the helm, right?
Yeah. And also not only do I want that, I also want to add like a whenever if I do write something, I want like the copyright bomb to like prevent anyone from like continuing it, right?
Yeah.
But also I want to like add a clause like specifically Warner Brothers is not allowed to like touch it like ever.
Fair.
Like fuck you in particular, WB. Fuck you in particular. You don't get to touch it. What the fuck is this? Ooh. But yeah, I don't know. Like I look at all the I genuinely look at all the shit they keep doing with like the Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, can we please stop? Can we not do this anymore? Like ever, please?
You know what?
Like I keep looking at.
Wait, could you say something?
Like I keep hello.
Yeah, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Like I keep looking at like what they keep doing with like Warner Bros. With like the Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sad.
Yeah. I think there's some manga series where like they've changed hands and then like the style changes and I just go like, oh, I can pretend this isn't canon anymore. I don't care. Like this is just kind of like extended like fanfic to me. But then there are times where like the continuation is actually pretty good and I'm just like, yeah, I can kind of accept this. It's really like case by case. It's just like I get how you feel too. Like I have a set of OCs and stuff and I'd write for them and like I wouldn't want anyone else to write for them.
You don't get to touch my goobers. You don't get to touch them.
Yeah, not in a canon way. Like I've had friends who've made jokes where they want to write fan fiction. I'm like, yeah, cool. As long as you know it's not like it doesn't make a difference. Like I've including Candy, I've had friends who've offered to make NSFW of them, not to my to my eyebrow raise. But I've had multiple friends do that, and I'm just like, all right, do you? But it's not canon.
It is not canon.
It's not.
He doesn't
canon.
get pegged. He doesn't get pegged.
He doesn't get pegged. Like you could enjoy. It's also just like my mentality of just like I've talked about this before. Is like the stupidest thing you can tell an NSFW artist like publicly is just like don't draw NSFW of my characters. It's like, is that a challenge? Tony the Tiger did that. Remember? And the furries got on him so fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he has to
My brain
like
is
quit
always-
Twitter.
Yeah, my brain was just like, if people are gonna make it, they're gonna make it. Just tell them like, yeah, do whatever. I don't care. And honestly, I think that might discourage them more. Or they're just gonna end up doing it anyway. So
I don't know. They're my gobos. And another thing that like annoys me is like I am very specific whenever I'm writing something. I am very specific about like who lives and who dies. I consider that very carefully. So I don't want like any bullshit about like bringing people back from the dead because they're popular. If they're dead, they're dead.
oh yeah, the finality of death. It's the problem like when you revive characters, you really just open this door of conversation for every character that's died and hasn't been brought back. Or you create a terrible expectation that they will come back. So nothing means anything anymore.
Yeah.
It happens so much in video games. It happens in like Yakuza especially now, but it also happens in like Tekken. Right? One of my favorite things. Remember the scene where Kazuya threw Heihachi into the volcano, right?
Yeah.
And my people are like, "Oh my god, Heihachi's dead." I'm like, "Have we not been here before?"
Yeah.
I feel like we've been here before.
Speaking of Tekken, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Nina count as a MILF?
I don't know.
Because she's like in her 40s, right? She's like 44, she's like 44, 45 in Tekken 8? I think. Is he dead? Is my Wi-Fi being funny again? I don't think my internet is doing the funny. Stream's fine, okay, so it's on his side. We wait for him. We wait for him because I have a question for him. It's very important. As fellow lovers of older women, we need to like debate this. He's thinking of her, yeah. No, he's okay. He's not scared of like talking about like
Sorry, I was. Oh, hold on, I have it. Sorry, I got tea and biscuits.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like the thing about Nina
Is-
is that she's like 45 in like Tekken 8, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like she was like in like cryostasis for like 16 years. So biologically she's like 28.
No, not biologically. She's wait. Chronologically is the time. Biologically would mean her body would have had to experience it.
Yeah, so like chronologically she's like 45. But biologically she's like 28. So I don't know if she counts as a MILF.
Is she a mom?
Technically?
What do you mean technically? Clones don't count for the MILF.
I mean Steve Fox is like a weird like test tube baby that they made with her when she was like in.
Doesn't count. She's not a MILF. She is, because you said she's biologically 28, right?
28, 29, something like that.
Spiritual cougar.
Yeah.
Her animal spirit is cougar. What if they birth the clone with the... Then she would. The important part for the MILF part is the M, folks.
Yeah.
Because them hips, they change afterwards.
Yeah.
No, it's important. It's a distinction. It's not like I'm dedicated my life to hunting them.
Like you see a good pair of hips and like you're like, I need to grab on them. I need to like put my hands in there. I need to like like it looks so grabbable, right? So graspable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I like Anna Mori. I like Anna Mori their way because she's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, by definition, she's not a MILF.
Like Anna isn't either. I think Anna wasn't like the same suspended animation, so I think Anna is like 25 biologically. Which he doesn't look 25.
See, like, part of me goes like, oh, I would love to have that, but it's like, cryostasis just means you shut off for a period of time, so you aren't living life and keeping your youth.
Yeah.
You're just pressing pause.
Like, I don't know, Anna doesn't look like 20... She's like 26, 27. She doesn't look 26, 27. She does look like she's like 40.
That is pretty funny. I mean, to be fair, like, the games industry in Japan is really funny when it comes to all this shit.
Yeah. I also like that, like... what?
What if I did this?
Ow! Why would you do that to me?
So I can accept I can accept all the requests at once.
Why would you do that to me?
My meter was full. I had to use the heat move, babe.
Yeah. I also really like the like in the Tekkens, like everyone has like canonical heights, but like everyone is like the same height in the game for like balance reasons.
They do that in Yakuza as well. So you know Adachi from 7?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be as tall as Goda from 2. But he can't be. He has to be as tall as like around Ichiban's height. But no, he's just like the canonical heights they list are actually like way different from the in-game ones for balance reasons. Well, not balance, but it's just like it would just seem weird.
Yeah. I like Goda. I don't know. He's like one of my favorite like villains on like the series. I don't know why. I really like his story.
I don't. I think Goda's kind of lame. I think Goda's best addition to the series is giving Kiryu a hot sister.
Yeah. And stealing pants. Do you remember that side story on Yakuza 0 where he's stealing pants?
I think that's what makes him retroactively he gets more endearing because of the Zero sub story. It's just like, and he gets a really cool final scene. It's just like his arc is just like it makes sense. He's like the first of the young hotshots who think they can overtake Kiryu, but it's just like it would have been better if you don't get to kick his ass so much beforehand, and he still walks away from it going like, yeah, and you're just like, no, loser.
Okay, but like speaking of Nina Williams though, like is there like a name for like this kind of like cleavage? Oh, why is the image so big? Jesus Christ.
Oh, just like the actual cleavage.
Is there a name for like this kind of like beach, like almost like diamond shaped, like inside cleavage? Because it's like the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I know that dress type that I'm seeing, like from the... I forget what it's called, yeah. It's technically a boob window, I just forget what kind it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the exact... I'm a sucker for those dress types, too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Inner boob.
I like how this podcast has devolved into near drunken rants, the volley of what constitutes a MILF.
Yeah. I mean,
And then just
eventually
you
we're
showing
going to like
pictures
run
of
out of
boob window.
eventually we're going to run out of ideas and we're going to like start like doing like the tier list of like Capcom waifus, right?
I feel like we've hit that point a while ago.
Evolved?
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, who's your favorite like Tekken girl?
I'd have to look at the list of them. I don't play Tekken as much. Tekken characters. Wiki. I just have to look at the pictures. Oh my god, there's so fucking many. There's so fucking many, man.
I mean, yeah, there were like by the end of like Tekken, like when they stopped supporting Tekken 7, there were like 72 characters.
Okay, let's see. How many female characters are there? There are 47. Alright, let's go through some. Let me see which one. God, there's so many fucking ones. Alright, let's see. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Maybe. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Maybe. No. 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 Nope. 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 It's a kangaroo. Nope.
That's a kangaroo.
Nope. 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 Zoom. It's just woolly. Yeah, sure. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I feel like we're past
Nope.
like way past 36 at this point.
Nope. All right, there we go. Okay, so from the list, Anna is cool.
Ah, she's fucking crazy. I love her.
Yeah, Anna's awesome. Very much looking like the jury vibes, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, but like she's more like bougie. Eliza.
She's a vampire, like a natural like, because Tekken is weird. So she's like a straight up vampire,
Yeah.
and she's very sleepy.
Kazumi. Right. Master Raven. Because that's just Wooly. And I'd do Wooly. And I guess Lydia. I like girls with the eye scar.
Oh, Lydia is great. She's like canonically like in Tekken, she's like the prime minister of Poland,
Oh, that's so funny.
and she's super hot.
I'd like to think he's just smasher passing Candy over and over again.
Nope.
Jesus. Nope. Nope. No, after a certain amount of passes, Candy says I have to smash.
Yeah. I really like.
Otherwise, I'm sleeping on the couch.
What's her name? I really like Julia.
Let me see, Julia. I
She's very
think I
cute.
passed by her and she. Julia Chang?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like her glasses frames. I just don't like the color accessory, like the color matchup that they chose for her. But I'm sure like an alternate skin I'd probably enjoy.
You know what's funny about her? She's like because she's not in Tekken 8 yet. She's like in Tekken 7, right? And in Tekken 7, she's like an influencer.
Of course.
When her win pose, she just looks at the camera and goes, "Don't forget to subscribe," and the subscribe button appears on like the actual screen.
That's pretty amazing. I love characters with gimmicks like that. I swear there was like another influencer character in like fighting games. I forget who though.
And so like are we back? Can you hear me, Nick?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
And now that now that we've returned, I'm here to announce the podcast is ending tonight.
No, I was going to say like before you know, you mentioned Kazumi, right? You wanna know something about Kazumi that is like funny because like Tekken is weird.
Okay, go for it.
She's like canonically like best friends with like Akuma from Street Fighter.
Yeah, no, I already knew that. Yeah, it was part of the marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's actually like Satan.
Yeah, because the devil gene.
Yeah, so Heihachi kills her, but he's actually a good guy for killing her. You know?
Yeah, but like if he was such a good guy, could he just like not be such a horrible dick? Plus, he kind of wants the devil gene for himself, no?
Yeah. Yeah, but like he kills her to save his family.
Yeah, pretty much. And then he became a horrendous dickhead.
Yeah, because of the grief, you see. Right?
Yeah, sure, totally. That's why you betrayed your grandson, you piece of shit.
Yeah. I am biased though because I have a huge like soft spot in my heart for Lily and Asuka because they're fucking gay.
Okay.
Like they canonically live together in Tekken 8. Like they canonically like live like Lily just decided one day they were going to live together and moved into like Asuka's house.
Yeah. We're totally roommates, guys. Wink.
And like the thing is like Jin, you know Jin, right?
Yeah, I know.
And Huarong, they have like the bromance thing going on, right? They're super competitive, but like they're also like besties, right? So they're always like fighting, but in good fun, trying to like, oh no, I'm better than you, right? Like you know that dynamic, right?
Yeah.
They so because they're so close together, they actually have like an outfit swap in Tekken 8. So one of the outfits you can unlock for Jin is like Horang outfit and vice versa, right? And the only other two characters that have that are Asuka and Lily.
Yeah, we're getting more roommates, aren't we?
So there you have there is your Yaoi and your Yaoi and your Yuri.
Here's for you, folks.
Although like the thing about Jin is that like Jin has like a token I'm not gay girlfriend.
His beard.
Yeah. And it is Ling Xiaoyu, right? They met in school. They're like school. They are like school like sweethearts or whatever.
Childhood friends.
Yeah. So she's like his token I'm not gay girlfriend. But the thing about like
why you gotta play on one team? He can be bi.
Yeah, I guess. And the thing about like because for some fucking reason Heihachi like unironically just like being a nice guy to her, I guess, gifted her like one of his bears because you know Heihachi raises bears.
Yeah, he does.
So
yeah, Candy's vibe is so funny.
So Panda is like, I'm not bi, I just like twins sometimes.
That's how I got in.
So Panda is like one of like Heihachi's bears, and he just like gifted Panda to like Soyun at some point. So now Panda is like Soyun's best friend.
Oh, I got my pet panda.
Yeah. I wonder how like is there like a canonical weight? Oh yeah, there is a canonical weight for her, for Panda. I wonder if Panda is like the only one. I gotta check.
Never ask a girl her weight. That's what my mom told me.
Because Panda is like canonically like, I mean she's a bear, but she's like canonically like 300 kilograms.
Don't shame her. She's on a bamboo diet. Don't shame her. She's trying.
Yeah, and like the funny thing about Panda is like she has like enough personality to be like very very girly. So she's always like carrying around a purse and what, like a purse and like a little like bag. Like she has like the little like
Well,
hats.
how else would you know the bear is a girl?
Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, they do all have like canonical weights.
Good on them.
So
Well, I'm no longer gonna wait, and I'm gonna end this podcast now. That's my segue.
yeah.
Don't you steal this from me. I swear to God. Check out my YouTube at youtube.com/@nocturne. That's youtube.com/@nocturne. Or my Twitch. It's in the title. The link is in the title. Click it. Follow Candy on her Twitch and YouTube if you aren't already to see her past broadcasts, clips, and podcasts. Check her Blue Sky for her organized thoughts. Or join her Discord to see her disorganized thoughts. Or, well, they're just her thoughts. The bot will leave all the links provided, and if you have such feedback for the podcast, like Candy, you take the helm.
Stop sidetracking to talk about porn.
To which we'll say there'd be no podcast.
Yeah.
All right, bye everyone. Thanks for listening. Stay safe, happy, and have a wonderful week. Love you, Candy. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Bye. He has disappeared, chat. He is gone. Hopefully my internet doesn't die again before I finish the fucking thing. So let's see. So for next week, I don't know if there's going to be like a schedule next week because I'm like trying to organize a couple of things. So I don't have a schedule like for next week, but I'm going to try to stream at least 2 times. At least 3 times, I mean. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. So yeah, as usual, thank you Orion for stopping by. I hope you had a little... Oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot I had this picture open. I forgot I had this picture open, so like... So like, I minimized one of my windows. I minimized one of my windows and like... I got jump scared by tits. Because I forgot I had this window open. I mean, they're really nice, they're really nice boobs. You can't complain about boobs like that. Right? Okay, so, as I was saying, thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you had a fun time today. I hope it was enjoyable. Hope it was enjoyable. And I'll see you again next week, hopefully. Maybe, but no promises. Maybe with a collab. I don't know. I wasn't scared by the tits. I was surprised by the tits. You know, it's different. It's different. I wasn't scared by the tits. I was surprised by the tits. It's not the same thing. Yeah, let's see. Who do we raid? I don't know who to raid. Let's go. Let's go say hi to the dog, I guess. What the fuck is that model? Okay, so as always, thank you Orion for stopping by. And I'll see you again next week. Bye bye! Bye bye! Bye! Bye bye! Also, I'm going to like you guys are abusing it. I'm going to paywall the fucking like bongs. You guys are abusing that. I'm going to paywall the bongs. If you're going to attack me, at least attack me with money. Does that make me a whore that I'm like willing to get hit for money? Probably, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Okay, bye everyone. Bye, bye. You already wearing it, I guess. I'm not even going to deny that. Okay, bye.